Hello all and welcome to next episode on lean agile management, managing your projects with agility. In this episode we are going to talk about continuous improvement. Let's begin. Continuous improvement is a term management consulting firms love using. It is also a driving principle behind lean management. So it's a big question. How can we achieve continuous improvement in our organization? One of the most common lean frameworks for continuous improvement is the Deming cycle, also commonly known as PDCA cycle, where P stands for plan, D stands for do, C for check, and A for act. Deming wheel or continuous improvement cycle. The Deming cycle consists of logical sequence of four repetitive steps for continuous improvement and learning that are plan, do, check, that means study, and act. It originated in the year 1920s with statistics expert Mr. Walter, who introduced the concept of plan, do, and see. Deming modified the cycle towards plan, do, check, and act. The Deming cycle is related to Kaizen thinking and just in time manufacturing. The concept of PDCA is based on the scientific method which can be written as an hypothesis experiment evaluation do check deployed by Francis Bacon. This is another version of PDCA cycle called as OPDCA. The added O stands for observation, or some version says grasps the current condition. There are numbers of benefits to the denim cycle spanning a variety of corporate functional areas which includes, but these are not limited to, daily routine management for the individuals and or for the team, the problem solving process, project management, continuous deployment, vendor deployment, human resources deployment, new product development, and process trails. Let's talk about the four PDCA phases. Starting with plan, the initial phase involved identifying a goal or purpose, formulating a theory, defining success matrices, and putting a plan into action. In this stage, we establish the objectives and processes necessary to deliver results in accordance with the expected output. By establishing output expectations, the completeness and accuracy of the specification is also a part of the target improvement. Let's talk about the second phase, which is do. In the do phase, the components of the plan are implemented. That means making a product. The focus is to implement the plan, execute the process, and ultimately make the product. Check phase. Now we have actual results measured and collected in do and compare against the expected results, target or goals from the plan to determine any differences. We look for deviations in implementations from the plan and also look for the appropriate and completeness of the plan to enable the execution, that is the do. Let's move on to the final stage, which is an act. If the check shows that the plan that was implemented in do is an improvement to the prior standards, the baselines, then that becomes the new standard for how the organization should act going forward. If the check shows that plan that was implemented in do is not an improvement, then the existing standard will remain in place. That means we are going to eliminate the new standards if they are not better than what we have in existence. In either case, if the check showed something different than expected, then there is some more learning to be done. Note that the Deming cycle is an iterative process, so after act, we return back to plan. Over time, we will achieve continuous improvement in quality. Each time we renew the cycle, our organization is at the highest point of quality. Executing the cycle against will extend our knowledge further. I hope this lecture might have given you some idea about the continuous improvement with respect to the PDCA method, which has the 4 steps. Hope this helps you in understanding this particular concept. Let's join further in our next episode on some other important topics.